sec, Bob.
Man, these balls are ice cold.
Oh, Jack.
Hi, welcome to Film Finds. In today's video, we're unveiling 10 movies that echo the raw intensity and psychological depth of Fight Club. If you're a fan of Fight Club, then these 10 films are must-watches that capture its spirit in unique and compelling ways. Here are our top picks for movies that share a connection with the iconic Fight Club. Starting our list at number 1 is American Psycho, a film that dives deep into the psyche of its protagonist, echoing the dark and satirical tones of Fight Club. Released in 2000, this movie quickly became a cult classic for its sharp critique of consumerism and identity. Set in the excess of 1980s Manhattan, American Psycho follows Patrick Bateman, a wealthy Wall Street investment banker with a chilling secret life. On the surface, Bateman embodies the successful, image-obsessed yuppie. But beneath the facade, he harbors a violent, psychopathic alter ego. The film masterfully blurs the lines between reality and Bateman's twisted fantasies, leading viewers through a disturbing exploration of his mind. So, why does American Psycho resonate with fans of Fight Club? Both films pull you into a world where the protagonist grapples with dual identities and societal expectations. Like Fight Club, American Psycho delves into the consequences of consumerism and the hollow pursuit of perfection. It's a dark, psychological journey that challenges viewers to decipher what's real and what's a product of the character's fractured mind. In terms of similarity to Fight Club, American Psycho slices in with a sharp 85%. The movie's unnerving blend of satire, psychological depth, and a critique of modern materialism make it a must-watch for those who appreciate Fight Club's blend of edgy narrative and social commentary.
You won't remember. We'll still be best friends. Or maybe even lovers.
At number 2, we delve into the mind-bending world of Memento, a masterpiece from Christopher Nolan released in 2000. This film isn't just a story, it's a cinematic puzzle that plays with time and memory in a way that's as innovative as it is thrilling. The film follows Leonard Shelby, a man with anterograde amnesia, unable to form new memories. Driven by the single-minded goal to find his wife's killer, Leonard relies on Polaroid photos and tattooed notes to piece together his investigation. What unfolds is a non-linear narrative that challenges the viewer to piece together the truth as Leonard perceives it. The film follows Leonard Shelby, a man with anterograde amnesia, unable to form new memories. Driven by the single-minded goal to find his wife's killer, Leonard relies on Polaroid photos and tattooed notes to piece together his investigation. What unfolds is a non-linear narrative that challenges the viewer to piece together the truth as Leonard perceives it. On our similarity scale, Memento etches itself in with a solid 80%. While it swaps the raw physicality of Fight Club for a more cerebral maze, it similarly captivates audiences who love to unravel the complexities of the mind and the ambiguities of truth. For those who enjoyed the psychological twists of Fight Club, Memento is a puzzle waiting to be solved. Claiming the third spot is The Machinist, a gripping psychological thriller from 2004. This film takes us on a haunting journey into the abyss of a man's psyche, marked by a stunning physical transformation by its lead, Christian Bale. Meet Trevor Resnick, a machinist whose life spirals into nightmare territory. Plagued by severe insomnia and drastic weight loss, Trevor is a shadow of a man, haunted by cryptic notes and a mysterious figure. As his grip on reality loosens, we're pulled into his world of paranoia and guilt, questioning what's real and what's a product of his fractured mind. But what stitches The Machinist to Fight Club? It's the exploration of a disturbed psyche and the blurred lines between illusion and reality. Like Fight Club, The Machinist delves deep into the troubled mind of its protagonist, creating a sense of unease and unpredictability. Both films are a study in self-destruction and the extreme effects of psychological trauma. In terms of mirroring the psychological intensity of Fight Club, The Machinist carves out an 85% on our similarity meter. It's a haunting, bone-chilling ride that resonates with fans of Fight Club's dark and introspective journey into the human psyche. If you're drawn to stories that are as compelling as they are unsettling, The Machinist is a must-watch. At number 4 on our list is C'est 7N, a film that takes us into the heart of darkness within the human soul. Released in 1995, this chilling thriller stars Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman as detectives on the trail of a methodical serial killer. Set in an unnamed, rain-soaked city, Say Seven follows detectives Mills and Somerset as they investigate a series of gruesome murders. Each crime is a twisted representation of the 7 deadly sins, leading the detectives into a moral labyrinth that tests their limits and confronts them with the darkest aspects of human nature. But what connects Say Seven to the world of Fight Club? It's the dive into the abyss of the human psyche and the exploration of themes like sin, guilt, and the nature of evil. Both films are not just narratives, they're reflections on the darker sides of humanity, wrapped in a captivating, psychological package. The tension, the gritty realism, and the unexpected twists echo the unsettling and thought-provoking experience of Fight Club. On our similarity scale, Say Seven carves out an 80%. It shares with Fight Club a penchant for deep, psychological storytelling and a willingness to explore the more disturbing aspects of the human condition. For those captivated by Fight Club's dark themes and narrative ingenuity, Say Seven is a must-watch, a journey into a world where morality and horror intertwine.
How art thou, thou globby bottle of cheap, stinking chip oil? Come and get one in the yarbles! If you have any yarbles, you eunuch jelly thou!
Let's get it, boys!
Landing at number 5 is Stanley Kubrick's controversial masterpiece, A Clockwork Orange, released in 1971. This film isn't just a movie, it's a provocative statement on free will, violence, and the nature of human conditioning. In a dystopian Britain, we meet Alex, a charismatic and sociopathic delinquent. Leading his gang of drugs, Alex's life is filled with ultra-violence and Beethoven. But when society decides to reform him using an experimental psychological conditioning technique, the film dives into a deep exploration of morality, choice, and the limits of state power. So, what makes A Clockwork Orange resonate with fans of Fight Club? Both films are a study in extremities, exploring the depths of human nature, rebellion against societal norms, and the consequences of attempting to control human behavior. Like Fight Club, A Clockwork Orange is a blend of psychological exploration and social commentary, wrapped in a style that's as visually arresting as it is thematically challenging. On our similarity scale, A Clockwork Orange earns a strong 75%. While it takes a more avant-garde and controversial approach, its themes of individuality, violence, and the critique of societal structures align closely with the raw, unapologetic narrative of Fight Club. For those who appreciate a film that challenges both the mind and the senses, A Clockwork Orange is a timeless piece of cinematic provocation.
How can you do that?
At number 6 is the cult classic Donnie Darko, a film that debuted in 2001 and quickly garnered a devoted following for its unique blend of psychological drama and science fiction. Set in the late 1980s, Donnie Darko follows the story of a troubled teenager, Donnie, who narrowly escapes a bizarre accident. Soon after, he begins experiencing visions of a giant rabbit named Frank who warns him of the impending end of the world. As Donnie attempts to unravel these mysteries, the film takes us on a journey through themes of existentialism, time travel, and the fragility of reality. Why does Donnie Darko find its place alongside Fight Club? Both films are a labyrinth of psychological intrigue, challenging viewers to distinguish between reality and delusion. Like Fight Club, Donnie Darko navigates the complexities of identity, sanity, and the search for meaning in a seemingly indifferent universe. It's a film that, much like Fight Club, leaves its audience pondering long after the credits roll. Drawing parallels in their mind-bending narratives and exploration of psychological depths, Donnie Darko earns a 70% on our similarity meter to Fight Club. It appeals to those who revel in the unconventional, those who seek a story that combines the suburban with the surreal, and those who appreciate cinema that dares to ask deeper questions. Seizing the 7th spot is the South Korean cinematic powerhouse, Oldboy, released in 2003. Directed by Park Chan-wook, this film is renowned not just for its story, but for its intense emotional depth and shocking twist. The story revolves around Oh Dae-soo, who was inexplicably imprisoned in a cell resembling a hotel room for 15 years without knowing the identity of his captor or the reason for his imprisonment. When he's suddenly released, Odesu is consumed by a need for revenge, leading him on a path that's as violent as it is revelatory. The film is a roller coaster of emotions, with each revelation more shocking than the last. So, how does Oldboy echo the themes of Fight Club? Both films plunge their protagonists into extreme situations that challenge their sanity and morality. Like Fight Club, Oldboy explores themes of revenge, identity, and the brutal nature of human existence. The journey of Odesu, much like that of Tyler Durden, is a deep dive into the psyche, wrapped in a narrative that's both violent and profoundly human. In terms of its psychological depth and narrative shock value, Oldboy scores a solid 80% on our similarity meter to Fight Club. It's a film that grips you from the start and doesn't let go, perfect for those who appreciate Fight Club's blend of thought-provoking storytelling and visceral impact. Cruising into the 8th spot on our list is the classic Taxi Driver, directed by Martin Scorsese and released in 1976. This film is a deep dive into urban isolation and the descent into madness, starring Robert De Niro in one of his most memorable roles. Travis Bickle, a lonely and unstable Vietnam War veteran, works as a taxi driver in New York City. His life is a monotonous loop of driving through the city's underbelly, growing increasingly disgusted by the perceived decadence and sleaze. Travis's alienation and desire for purpose eventually lead him down a violent path, as he seeks to clean up the city in his own twisted way. But what makes Taxi Driver a companion piece to Fight Club? At their core, both films explore themes of loneliness, societal decay, and the consequences of unchecked mental anguish. Like Fight Club, Taxi Driver delves into the psyche of a man at odds with the world around him, blurring the lines between heroism and vigilantism. Both are gritty, raw depictions of men wrestling with their inner demons in a world they find corrupt and alienating. On our similarity scale, Taxi Driver accelerates to a 75%. While it lacks the surreal elements of Fight Club, it shares a profound exploration of the human condition, making it a must-see for those who appreciate the darker, more introspective themes present in Fight Club. Nearing the end of our list at number 9 is Requiem for a Dream, a film released in 2000 that delves into the harrowing world of addiction. Directed by Darren Aronofsky, this film is known for its intense portrayal of the devastating effects of substance abuse. The film follows 4 characters in Brooklyn, each battling their own form of addiction. Their journeys are a descent into despair, as their dreams and aspirations are consumed by the overwhelming power of their addictions. Requiem for a Dream is an unflinching look at the human psyche under extreme pressure, showcasing the lengths people will go to escape reality. What ties Requiem for a Dream to Fight Club? Both films are unapologetic in their portrayal of human frailty and the darker aspects of the psyche. Like Fight Club, Requiem for a Dream explores themes of escapism, the breakdown of reality, and the dire consequences of losing oneself to an alternate existence. They're both powerful, unsettling reflections on the human condition, offering no easy answers, only hard truths. In capturing the rawness and psychological depth of Fight Club, Requiem for a Dream earns an 80% on our similarity scale. It's a film that resonates with anyone drawn to stories that confront the more troubling aspects of human nature, wrapped in a narrative that's as compelling as it is cautionary. Completing our list at number 10 is Black Swan, a psychological thriller directed by Darren Aronofsky and released in 2010. This film, set in the competitive world of professional ballet, is a compelling exploration of obsession, perfection, and the disintegration of identity. Nina, portrayed by Natalie Portman in an Oscar-winning performance, is a ballerina who lands the lead role in Swan Lake. Consumed by her desire to be perfect, Nina begins to lose her grip on reality as she embodies the dual nature of the white swan and the black swan. The film is a haunting journey through the psyche of an artist, where ambition and illusion collide with devastating consequences. So, what connects Black Swan to Fight Club? Both films are studies in the breakdown of the protagonist's psyche under extreme pressure. Like Fight Club, Black Swan blurs the line between reality and hallucination, exploring themes of identity, control, and self-destruction. They each present a protagonist unraveling in the face of internal and external forces, leading to explosive climaxes that leave audiences reeling. On our similarity scale, Black Swan twirls in with a 75%. While it approaches psychological unraveling from the perspective of artistic pursuit, it shares with Fight Club a deep dive into the fragility of the human mind. For those captivated by the intense, inward battles of Fight Club, Black Swan is a mesmerizing dance at the edge of sanity. And there we have it, a journey through 10 films that echo the dark, psychological depths of Fight Club. Each of these cinematic experiences offers a unique window into the complexities of the human mind, challenging our perceptions of reality, identity, and morality. Hope this list inspires you to explore these compelling narratives and maybe even discover a new perspective along the way. If this cinematic journey has intrigued you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the world of film.